Who would you rather have as your quarterback in this offseason, Dak Prescott or Deshaun Watson? We'll start with you, Jermaine.
I'm going to have to go Dak Prescott all the way. Just because we've already seen that Dak is a true born winner. We already seen Dak as a grinder. All the way back to his college days as an underdog, being a bulldog in Mississippi State. He put up huge numbers, had Heisman talk senior, was all right, and then he came in the league as a Cowboy, had to sit and wait his turn, and got the job eventually when Romo got hurt and never looked back. Dak is the man 100%. We've seen what he can do with an offensive line. He has a good running back. The one thing we haven't seen yet is Dak with a super, super great defense. But over the last 2 years, ever since they got, what's the offensive coordinator name? Kellen Moore. Ever since Kellen Moore kind of took over, and they went to the spread offense, went a little bit away from Zeke, more to Dak, catered offense towards Dak. Man, Dak's been playing lights out. And I know all you Cowboy fans is missing it. Y'all missing Dak. Y'all wish y'all would have gave him the contract because you know his knee probably would have been right. And he would have been healthy if you would have paid that man. But you see how karma works? I'm saying Dak Prescott all the way, man. No knock on Deshaun Watson. I love Deshaun Watson. But we've seen Deshaun Watson with DeAndre Hopkins. I mean, he haven't had a great running game, but I mean, we know what Deshaun Watson's going to give you. Dak is a proven winner.
Roger, what you think?
This is a head scratcher. I can't believe you shut down me stuff like that. Do you seriously believe what you just said? Did you listen to what you said? The words that came out your mouth. You probably just think that because of the weak division that Dak Prescott is in. Is that the reason why you said that? Please tell me that's the reason why. I hope so.
The AFC, what is that? The AFC, what is that? South, they just became good. They only have one other good team. The Titans has been good. The coach just coming around. I mean,
wait, time out. Dak Prescott is not even a top 5 quarterback. Okay, and Deshaun is.
Dak led in NFL. Didn't he leave in a passer rating?
Wait. It's my turn. Okay. Hold on. Get some water real quick. I'm sorry. Did you see? Yeah. Let me start by saying this. I gotta give credit when credit is due. Even though I can't stand Cowboys fans, literally can't stand them. They're the worst fans. But I'm not gonna lie. Before Dak got hurt, he was playing pretty darn well. I'm not gonna hold you there. But Deshaun, all season, has been playing well. Literally with no offensive line, no running back, no receivers. His receivers are injured prone. Brandon Cooks, injured prone. And no defense. And guess what? He played from week 1 all the way to the end. And he could have easily set out. He knew he wasn't winning. You know he wasn't winning. Xavier know he wasn't winning. But he shows a lot of heart. Okay? One more thing there. Okay? Give Deshaun Ezekiel Elliott in the back. Give him Amari Cooper. Give him CeeDee Lamb. Malcolm Gallup. And that defense that they had. Hey, come on.
I was about to say the same thing.
Okay, listen. Yeah, their defense was horrible this year. But last season, that defense was solid. With that rookie linebacker, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Van. Yes. He was a monster before he got injured. That whole defense was solid. They were better with Jason Garrett. They got to fire that defensive coordinator. I think they did. I hope so, because, oh, my gosh. But are you really serious? You thinking Deshaun Watson?
I'm dead serious, man.
Oh, because Dak Prescott?
When I see Dak Prescott, I see the next generation of Russell Wilson. A mini Russell Wilson, because that can be a game manager.
He's bigger and taller.
You helped my argument because, like you said, Deshaun Watson had so much weight on his shoulders. He was the number 2 draft pick, wasn't he? He was up there, so he has no choice but to be the man. He has no choice, but Dak doesn't have that same pressure.
He has nobody on his team. You're right. He has no choice. And look how he handled it.
But understand, even when he had DeAndre Hopkins, the way he played was Look, hold the ball. I'm gonna throw it up to D-Hop. He puts too much on himself. Right, yes, he puts too much on himself. That's the thing with Deshaun Watson. He puts too much on himself. When he starts to deflect it towards his teammates, then he's going to become a better player. Not saying I agree with you in the terms that Deshaun has more talent than Dak, but as far as the quarterback of my team and the leader of my team, I will go with Dak Prescott just because I know Dak won't force anything to lose the game.
Can I say something real quick, guys?
Hold on. Hold on. Does Deshaun put a lot of pressure on himself, or is he the franchise quarterback?
They're both the franchise quarterback.
Okay. Wait, they didn't pay Dak for a reason. Because they don't think he's a franchise quarterback, and that's why they didn't pay him. And listen, wait. You really gonna take Dak over Deshaun over the year that Deshaun had, and Dak coming off that injury? We don't even know how we're gonna play. Are you serious right now?
Look, Jermaine, I'm not gonna lie.
Point. Listen, that's a valid point right there. I'm going based upon what I've seen. I understand what you're saying, but I trust Dak Prescott enough to know that he's not going to put the pressure on himself to force anything to lose a game. I've seen quarterbacks in the NFL that puts too much pressure on themselves and they lose games because they want to make it all happen on their own. Hence, Russell Wilson this weekend holding the ball, trying to make it all happen.
Wait. Give Deshaun, DK Metcalf, and Tyler Lockett. I promise you, he won't hold the ball like Russell Wilson did. He has nobody on his team.
Did they win a playoff game with DeAndre Hopkins?
Answer this question. This season, who is Deshaun's number one receiver? Do you know?
I was gonna say Will Fuller, but I think he was hurt. Was it Kenny Stills?
Do you know?
Aaron Fells, Kenny Stills, Brandon Cook, Will Fuller, one of them.
To be determined.
Might have been one of them. Duke Johnson, David Johnson, somebody, man. I can name some people on his offense. They don't have the same offense.
David Johnson missed a lot of time. You understand? With the offensive line that Deshaun had this season, in the year that he had, he was a top 5 quarterback this year.
He was. He played like he had no choice. You know why? Because if Deshaun would have gave up on him, they would have been looking like the Jaguars. Literally, they would have been looking like the Jags. But Deshaun played his hardest, and they got what they got. And it is what it is.
Oh. Wait, one more thing. Okay, so imagine Dak Prescott healthy. Put him in that situation that Deshaun's in. Is he going to play better? Don't lie to me.
If they gonna play better, they're gonna play better. You know why? Because Dak don't play favorites. He don't care who he is on the offense. He gonna get the ball to everybody. That's why Cooper ain't never been the same since he came to the Cowboys. And the Cowboy fans talk about it all the time. They dog Cooper, but you know what it is? Dak not looking for Cooper. Dak looking for the open man because he's a game manager. Mark my words. That's baby Russell Wilson. You're gonna see it whether the Cowboys sign him or he goes somewhere else because he a born winner.
He has weapons that Deshaun doesn't have. That's why he can share the ball like that.
Dak don't need weapons. He didn't have weapons at Mississippi State, and he was a Heisman runner.
He has one of the so-called best running backs in the backfield, the highest-paid running back.
They don't use him no more. As of last year,
They use him as a distraction. That's why their play action is always good. Deshaun doesn't have a play action. He doesn't even have an offensive line to do that. And he was a top 5 quarterback.
Everybody. Deshaun isn't the playmaker on the field. Like everybody, if the defense keys in on
Deshaun wasn't a playmaker. Do you see the throws that he's making?
Meaning like a skilled player, bro. Like he's not going out there and catch the passes himself. The defense. How do you scheme for a quarterback? Deshaun not gonna run off. He's not Lamar Jackson, bro. He's gonna throw. He's gonna throw the football. He's going to throw the football. He's not going to pull no Lamar Jackson. You don't have to put him in a box all day.
So Deshaun doesn't run. You know what?
Deshaun has 1,000 rushing yards.
Whoa.
I got one thing to say to you. Stick to moderating. I can't believe the words that you came out of your mouth.
Deshaun is no Cam Newton. Deshaun is no Michael Vick. Deshaun is no Lamar Jackson.
He doesn't have to be those players. He throws better than all three of those players. He can literally do both.
He needs to be because he don't have the weapons.
He needs to be what? He needs to be like Cam Newton.
He got to run. No, he needs to be like Lamar. Why do you think Lamar running?
He's better than Lamar.
Listen, do you think the Ravens would run if Lamar didn't listen? If Lamar didn't decide in the second half I'm gonna 100 yards on these boys. If Lamar didn't run for 100 yards this past weekend, were they gonna win? No. You know why? Because why? Because he can't throw. That's what you're gonna say. Oh, don't say it.
No. Not even that. I'm not gonna say he can't throw. He definitely hit a lot of throws that surprised me that game. Well, he can't throw the ball efficiently and consistently like a top 5 quarterback, like a Patrick Mahomes, like a Tom Brady, like a Deshaun Watson. He has better weapons than Deshaun Watson has. You think
they're in the same situation? The only difference is
they're not. He has a running game and he has tight ends.
He got one tight end.
Hollywood Brown, and that's all they need. They gotta play action. You can do anything in this league with a play action, and you can run the football as a quarterback.
They got Mark Ingram too.
He was hurt all season. He don't count. J.K.
They had Dobbins the rookie playing lights out.
Yeah,
Listen. Time out. Well, we're not talking about Lamar. You changing the topic. You are changing the topic. We know why you changing the topic. But go ahead.
No, my point was Watson needs to run more. That's all I was wanting to say. Watson needs to run more. But I still will go with that because I just feel like he's a true winner.
He's literally running. He's running like a chicken without no head, scrambling all the time. He has no offensive line.
No, run for positive yards. Take off, run like Lamar. Take off and run like Lamar, man. Put that cape on.
Xavier, what you gotta say? Because I can't.
Hey, I just had to throw on these glasses, man, to look at Jermaine like a disappointed substitute teacher over here. Because you're saying some blasphemous, man. You saying Dak Prescott is better than Deshaun Watson. That's sacrilegious right there. That should be a sin in the Bible.
I never said that.
No, the question was
Watson. I said I would rather go for Dak Prescott, and I said it's because he's a proven born winner. He's been like that since Mississippi State. And Deshaun Watson, we know who Deshaun Watson is. We've seen the same Deshaun Watson since Clemson. So I mean, whether you can give him players and put them around him, but this the NFL. We've yet to see it happen.
I was about to say I agree with Roderick because if you put Dak Prescott's offense weapons with Deshaun Watson, he's going to do way better. You know what I'm saying? It's just Deshaun Watson. I would rather take him. He's a better quarterback. You saying he can't do what Cam Newton do? You know Cam. You know how I feel about Cam. Okay, that's my boy.
I'm a Cam man.
I've seen that. I seen Deshaun Watson do some of the things Cam do. I remember seeing him run over a couple of people for a touchdown. Two defenders.
He doesn't have to be like Cam. He's a better passer than Cam.
Because he's a thrower.
I mean, right now. But I mean,
quarterbacks.
It's been years when Cam threw better than he did. So I mean, okay.
The fact that you say that you rather take Dak Prescott this offseason, coming off the injury that he had over the season that Deshaun Watson had with no weapons, no offensive line, no special teams, no defense, and the season that he had is unbelievable. And I'm just speechless.
The only knock you have on Dak is the injury. That's all I have to say. If there was no injury, okay, yeah. I mean, by the injury, you have a point. With no injury, I have a very valid point. Because, like I said, Dak always been a winner, man. He's always been a winner.
There's no valid point. It's either you're right or you're wrong. So which one is it?
No, it is a valid point. There's a valid point. What you mean?
Well, I guess there you have it, folks. You know what I'm saying? We got two different big dogs right here going on one side and going on the other. They both important to number 4, just, different number 4s. Who y'all think? Deshaun Watson. Who would y'all rather take? Deshaun Watson for Dak Prescott, man. Let us know in the comments below. Make sure y'all subscribe, like, and shout this out to y'all friends, man. We would love to hear from y'all. We'll see y'all next time.
One more thing. Go Saints.
We thank you guys for tuning in to this week's episode. Be sure to check out more shows here on this YouTube page, such as SOS Discussions, Over My Point Exactly, and most of all,
keep watching Spot On Sports.
It's a new wave of sports that's sweeping the nation. We're not just accurate, it's spot on.